For those looking for a cheaper charging solution than the official Xbox One Play and Charge kit, the Biogenik Charge & Go claims to have you covered with a flat 3-meter micro USB cable and rechargeable battery pack. But can this third-party accessory stand up to the test? Let's find out. Inside the packaging, you'll find the appropriately green-colored flat or tangle-proof USB cable. The cable boasts an LED indicator at the micro USB end, which features a bright green light when powered, and a breathing red LED when charging the battery pack. In addition, you'll also find the battery pack itself, which features a green LED indicator and a micro USB port for charging. I'm using this thing for about 3 weeks now, and I can say that it's already a bit awkward. It's very strange to not have the batteries charged through the controller's existing USB port, or at least I don't think they do. Whenever I connect the USB cable to the controller's USB port, it basically becomes a wired controller like it should, but the LED on the cable goes solid green rather than the breathing red charging indicator, and the charging LED on the battery pack doesn't turn on, so I don't believe that it's still charging. This leads me to my other issue. The Xbox One doesn't seem to understand that it is charging. If you've ever played on low battery before, you should have noticed that the vibration motors eventually stop working. This happened to me, so I then connected my charging cable to the battery pack, and the vibration never came back, even after approximately 20 minutes of charging while playing. I had to remove and replace the battery from the controller to resume normal function. This issue is also present when viewing the battery indicator on the Xbox One. The indicator doesn't show an accurate representation of how full the battery actually is, and it jumps to almost full only moments after connecting the charge cable. Out of the box, it had some charge, so I played for about 2 to 3 hours before it needed to be charged up. I then connected the cable for a few more hours and disconnected it when I was done for the night, with the battery not quite at a full charge. The next few times I fired up my console, the battery lasted for a considerable amount of time. Approximately 5 hours of gaming and a lot of idle time whilst watching Netflix and TV. As I write this, I'm on my second required charge in the past couple of weeks, which is about how long my AA batteries were lasting before I needed to replace them. This is some pretty good endurance coming from a third-party solution that I hadn't even fully charged. One thing I did find is that when I went to do a full battery charge, it took more than 3 hours. I was actually using the controller for most of the charge cycle, which may actually be the culprit, but ultimately, this didn't cause any issues. The only actual issues that I had with this accessory, minus those third-party problems that I mentioned earlier, are very minor. In my experience, you have to hold the battery in the controller when you remove the cable or else the battery falls out, and the LED on the cable can be a bit too bright when in a dark room. Overall, my impression of the Biogenik Charge & Go accessory is quite positive. The rechargeable battery pack has great endurance, the included cable is 3 meters long so you can charge and game from your couch comfortably, and the LED indicators on the cable are convenient for when your Xbox is in standby. If you're looking to save a few bucks and can deal with those third-party problems, then this accessory might be for you. Just keep in mind that for some reason the EB Games Canada site has another Biogenik accessory listed with the same name if you're ordering online.